What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Joe's Baseball Show. Today I am starting a series that I've been waiting to do for a little while, and now that a lot of people are kind of joining up into the Discord and a lot of people getting into the Mario baseball scene, I figured what better time than now to start doing some character analysis and kind of giving the breakdown on why I think certain characters are good. I'll be talking about the good characters because there's more to talk about. No one wants to sit here and listen to me be like, oh, well, I just don't think Koopa's that good for, 10 minutes. Like, no one's going to want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch that. Let's just throw that out the window. Today, we're talking about a good character. One of the best characters, to be honest. We're going to talk about Donkey Kong. I love DK. He is an iconic Mario character. He is, in most people's eyes, the second best character in this entire game, behind Bowser. In some people's eyes, he might even be the best character. I'm not sure where I lie on that. Just know that Donkey Kong is a must pick and will likely go in the first pick on either team every single time you draft. So yeah, we're going to talk about Donkey Kong. I'm going to go through kind of what makes him good in the field, what makes him good at the plate, and what just makes him good overall as a character. So for starters, we're going to take a look at Donkey Kong's chemistry. So chemistry in this game is relevant for a few things. It increases charge power if you have chem partners on base. It increases throw power if you're throwing to a character that you have high chemistry with. And it increases your team stars depending on the overall chemistry value of your team with your captain. So DK is one of the captains in this game, and we're going to take a look at his chemistry chart right now. So DK's chemistry chart. The chem range goes from 100 to 0. If you have 90 or higher chemistry, you will get increased charge swing power, you will get the increased throw power, and you will have the biggest upgrade to your stars on your team if this character's on your team. And if you have 20 chemistry or lower with the character, you have a chance to trigger anti-chemistry, which will make it so that your throw is off target and even potentially throw past the receiving fielder. So anti-chemistry is bad, but as you can see here, Donkey Kong has no characters that will trigger anti-chem throwing to him or receiving a throw from him, which is something that not a lot of characters have. I'm actually going to check for you right now if there are any other characters that have that. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there are other characters like that, but it's not incredibly common, and most characters do have at least one anti-chem partner. However, Donkey Kong has none, which just adds on to the fact that he's already such a good character. So looking at this, his high chemistry partners are Diddy, Dixie, and Petey, and these are ranked in order. I have them in tiers of like certain sections you see on the side there, and then they are in order of highest to lowest. So his lowest chem partner is Peach, and his highest is Diddy Kong. So Diddy, Petey, Dixie. Petey is another top tier character, third at best in the game behind DK and Bowser in my opinion. And then Diddy and Dixie Kong are two of the strongest pitchers in the game. So these are characters that you're going to see in the game, and often if you have them on DK's team, you're going to have high team stars, which is good for a team if you want to be using a lot of stars in your gameplay. And then looking at the rest of his chem, in this high tier, you've got Yoshi, Bro, King Boo, and Paratroopa, all very solid characters, especially Bro, Yoshi, and KB. They're all top tiers. In the middling section, you have the Toads. So Toadette and Toadsworth are characters you're going to see a lot. That's really good. Pianta's in this tier. Boo is in this tier. A lot of strong characters. The only weak links really on the DK team that might bring his team stars down, you see that Magikarp is very low, Mario's very low, Waluigi, Luigi, Birdo, Bowser. Like all of these characters in this bottom tier are pretty good except for maybe Peach. So these are all characters that you're going to see often, which will pull down the DK team stars a little bit, but usually if you have DK as your captain, you're going to have 4 or 5 team stars going to the game, which is very, very good. So definitely something important about the DK team there. Now, still talking about chemistry, as I said before, when you're fielding, if you make a throw from one fielder to another, there's a chance that if you have high chemistry, it's guaranteed they're going to have a stronger throw. Now, none of these characters up here are really, super strong first baseman or anything. You could get away with putting Petey there and having the DK shortstop to Petey throw be very strong, but honestly, you're probably not going to want that. You do have the benefit of Petey being such a good catcher, having Donkey Kong with laser, meaning that he has a stronger throw home if there is a runner on third or going to home plate from third base. So having Petey there really boosts his throw a ton, which is really nice. but his chem throws aren't going to be super relevant otherwise. Now that's enough about chemistry. Obviously, it's an important part of the game, but you know what's more important? The actual game itself, if it would come back on my screen now. There it is. So, I'm just going to hop into practice mode. And as I was saying before, Donkey Kong is a very strong fielder, but even more so, he is a strong batter. Now, I'm going to show you some of DK's batting prowess here. We're just going to hop into the free batting and base running mode to test it out a bit. So, Donkey Kong is a character who has like 3 tools at the plate. He has a very strong star swing in DK Banana Ball. He has home run potential in his charge swing, and he has one of the best slap hits in the entire game if you push it opposite of where he is. So I'm going to show you a bit of everything, and you're going to get a look at why DK has so much skill. Now, the pitcher does throw kind of randomly, but I will probably be able to stay on it. I was a little late there, but you can kind of see that already, how that's going to end up being a pretty good hit. Look at that. That lands right in front of the left fielder. Now, some characters are going to catch that. You do have your Yoshis and maybe Noki or something like that will catch that. Of course, Luigi's trying to pick me off. But it is a very, very strong slap hit. Look at that. No character in the game is going to catch that. That is a guaranteed single if you hit it like that. Now, to do this, you're going to want to hit it late so that you push the ball, but you can see that it is very consistent, and you can very consistently drop the ball right into that left field gap there. So that's one strong point of DK. Moving on to his next one, the star hit. Now, his star hit is very strong. As you can see, Shy Guy making kind of a crazy play there. His star hit is very strong because it will often split the gap and land for a guaranteed double. And what you can do with that is... look at that. Okay, so that's pretty good as well. Now, a normal fielder will probably get behind that, and it will be a single. That would have been a double maybe if I ran. Very common thing about the DK star hit is that you'll put it in places that just no fielder can get to except for maybe Yoshi. And if you can do that consistently, or if you strike out like I do, but if you can do that consistently, you're basically guaranteed a single every time. Now, there are a lot of factors that will affect that, you know, depending on if you hit the ball early or late, if you make certain spots of contact, you know, the pitcher can obviously pitch around you, but I will say that DK Star Swing is very strong. And of course, while I'm showing you, I am getting out a lot, but I promise you, take my word, everybody knows the DK Star hit. Look at that. Very often will land for at least a single. It very often will land for a double. So, definitely something you want to look out for. And now the final tool in DK's kit is his charge swing. Now, Donkey Kong, as you can see, he has a very small bat. It is just his glove, so it is a little hard to make contact sometimes. That is basically the character's one weakness. However, if you make good contact with DK's charge hit, you'll be able to hit pretty consistent home runs. Look at that. Easy. Just right over the wall. He isn't the highest power stat character, but he does have the capability of putting them over. I find with DK, I think I may have actually gotten a push home run there. Yeah, that's perfect contact. He is a pull hitter, which means you're going to want to hit the ball to the same side that he's standing on. But if you can do that, you can see here, you're going to hit home runs pretty consistently if you can get that sweet spot. The only downside is that since his bat is small, it is definitely possible to hit on the bad part of the bat, and that will give you a pop fly. I'll try to show you that right now. Just give me one attempt here. So you definitely don't want to pop it up with DK, because the pop fly is not good. It's not going to land very nicely. And as you're going to see, I might actually have trouble doing that. So that's the contact that you don't want. Right there, it did land for a line drive, but on a pop fly, that probably will not land for a hit. But again, if you just get into the practice mode and you start training with the DK charge hit, hitting that sweet spot, pulling the ball, you will most likely start hitting home runs. So, reviewing back on that, you've got DK having a very strong slap hit, just like that. You have DK having a very strong star hit. And look at that. That is a prime example of a good DK star hit. That would be a double. I didn't advance my runners, but that is a double. And finally, the DK charge hit. Absolutely crushed. So, as you can see, DK has a lot of tools in his kit for batting. You know, there's a lot that you can do with this character at the plate. However, that's not his only strong suit. You would think Donkey Kong is just this great batter. I'm picking him for exclusively his batting. Why else would I take the character? You're taking Donkey Kong because he is also one of the best fielders in the game. Okay, so to show off DK's defensive abilities, I kind of set up a bit of a situation here. We've got our runner on the third base line. He's going from third base home, so that'll set up a certain scenario that we're looking at later. But I'm just going to talk really quick about what makes DK such a good fielder, specifically a shortstop or middle infielder. You'll often see DK at shortstop. Sometimes you'll put him at second, but those are really the two spots that you should see him almost always, barring like a quick situation where you want him somewhere else. But really, he's just so strong at those two positions, and there are a couple of reasons for that. First one being, he's a big monkey. Being a big monkey, he takes up a lot of space in the infield, so he's able to just catch a lot of things just by being there. And on top of that, DK, I can't really show it off that well, but he has one of the longest dive ranges in the game. So on top of being a big-bodied character, having this long dive, he's able to make a lot of plays that maybe only Birdo or Yoshi or probably just those characters could make. So DK, those two things make him a very strong infielder. Now, something else to look for on DK is his strong arm. You can see here, he has a very strong throwing arm. Compared to a lot of other characters, they are not able to get the same kind of power that DK might have. So having DK at shortstop is really a good way to take advantage of this strong arm. So you have the strong dive, you got the big body, you got the strong arm, and the one last thing, the cherry on top, a crucial ability that DK has, is Laser. Now, Laser is an ability that makes a throw home when there's a runner on third base or moving toward home from third base. It gives it a 30% boost to your throwing power. So as you can see here, you get the sparkle trail, and if you notice, it goes faster, 30% faster to be exact. Or I don't know if that's actually exact, but it does get a 30% increase on his power. So DK already having such a strong arm and then getting Laser on top of that really just makes him elite at the infield. And if you put all the things that I've been talking about in this video together, you can really tell, you know, a character who has a top-tier throwing arm, he's got a top-tier position in the infield, he's got top-tier batting, he's got top-tier chemistry, he does it all. And that's what makes him either the number 1 or 2 character in this game. A lot of people are saying number 2. Maybe you're watching this video in a day and age where we're like, yeah, DK is number 1. Who knows? But yeah, DK, such a strong character. He really does so much. As you can see him, look at him march across the field like that. What a menacing character. Great fielder, great batter. Overall, 10 out of 10 character. You're definitely going to want this guy in your team. You're going to draft him early every time. He's got the chemistry, he's got the batting, he's got the fielding. Yeah, that's all I got for DK. This is an awesome character. If you guys want to see some more content like this, you want to see me, hold on, got him. If you want to see me talk about specific characters and kind of give a breakdown on what they do best and what their strengths are in the game and even their weaknesses as well. I know I didn't really talk about many weaknesses because Donkey Kong honestly doesn't have many. It's really just that his bat is small. Obviously, he's a little on the slower side because he is a heavy. And, okay, I'm sorry, he can't really pitch that well. So there's your one downside for DK. But yeah, DK, really awesome character. Hope you guys enjoyed the character breakdown. Let me know in the comments what other character you'd like to see an analysis of, because I'm going to do it for as many characters as you want. I'll probably cover all the top tiers, maybe a good amount of the mid tiers, some characters with niche picks, things like that. I'll probably talk about Toadette, because I like Toadette a lot. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out. I really appreciate that, and I will see you guys next time.